Hello guys, this is Sapphire Yagami with episode 10th of the third season of American Fantasy Drama Series Once Upon a Time. It's titled The New Neverland. So we're going to start with the characters past and then we're going to do modern day storybook. At the Kingdom Castle, Snow White and Prince Charming prepare for their wedding day. But just moments before, after they are married, Regina, the evil queen, threatens the whole kingdom, which will we know lead up to the events of the curse. This threat causes Snow White to postpone her honeymoon, but relents to Charming and says that it will go to the summer palace instead. After Charming carries Snow to the threshold, and after he leaves the room, Snow, who actually had other plans to defeat her stepmother, puts on her archer's outfit. Well, technically she already had it on, and she just grabs a sword and some her and sword and her bow and arrow, and jumps out the window. Unaware that Charming was waiting for her as he predicted that she was planning something behind his back. Snow tells her husband that the plan was to travel to the Gorgon cave, where she hopes to find the Greek mythological individual known as Medusa, and by cutting off her head and sending it to Regina so she would turn to stone. Believing this is too risky for Snow, Charming insists on coming along anyway. As the couple arrive inside the Gorgon cave, Snow and Charming seek out Medusa by playing cat and mouse. Unfortunately, Charming looks up at the wrong moment after he sees Medusa and turns to stone. Snow then notices in a vision in her ripped shield that Regina is taunting her stepdaughter for destroying her own happiness because Regina said something that I would destroy your happiness is the last thing I do, and instead of Regina actually having to do it, Snow did it herself because she had become obsessed with trying to get rid of Regina instead of just spending a wonderful time with her husband on her honeymoon. This leads Snow to realize she can get Medusa to destroy herself by having Medusa look at her face in the shield, which is shiny as a mirror. The ploy works and Medusa turns herself into a stone statue, resulting in Charming returning to human form. The two decide to give up their plans to destroy Regina. Well, technically, it was actually her Snow White's plan. To destroy Regina, and they return to the Summer Palace, where Snow later admits to Charming that she was obsessed with defeating Regina because she wants to have a baby. But now that she realizes whether or not the Evil Queen's threat will happen, they will have to move forward. There you go, Snow. Because bad things will always happen. You should not stop your life just because bad things are happening. Go ahead, Snow. Meanwhile, in modern day Storybrooke, as the individuals return from Neverland in their triumph rescue of Henry, we also discover that Ariel has reunited with Prince Eric, who ironically is working as a fisherman. I laughed so much at that. I was like, oh my god, are you serious? Eric is working as a fisherman? Because Ariel is a mermaid. I laughed so hard at it. I thought it was so funny. He hugs her and stuff, and they kiss. I'm like, oh. The Jolly Roger flies in for a landing, and Wendy reunites with her brothers. Yay! And the entire town breaks out a joyous reunion of hugs and congratulations. Amidst the celebration, Henry, whose body is actually occupied by Peter Pan, wants to punish Felix, who is on a secret. As Pan is ready to set his plan in motion, all the parties tell Henry that as long as Peter Pan, whose body is occupied by Henry, is inside Pandora's box, he will never escape and only gold can release him. Meanwhile, over at Granny's, Hook tells Neil he's planning to back off of going after Emma, thinking that Emma is going to reject Neil, who then talks to Emma about a lunch date to break the ice after 11 years, which makes sense. Instead of him going after Emma, he decides that he's just gonna let Neil set himself for failure. So when she, rejects him once again, because then Hook will be able to move in and swoop up his beautiful swan. At the same time, and despite support from I'm not yet. Okay, here we go. Around the same time, and despite support from Regina, Mother Superior won't give Tinkerbell back her wings because Tinkerbell doesn't believe in herself enough to keep the pixie dust alive. After Henry, aka Pan, tells Emma that she wants to save Regina, she begins to suspect that Henry is exhibiting strange behavior. As Regina returns to her home, Pan then stalks around Henry's old room. Then as Regina comes in, he asks her about Regina's magic vault, pretending he wants it to protect himself from Pan. Regina tells him that the vault is sealed because it is dangerous, and after she puts the book down, which Pan has been studying, she tucks him in. As soon as she leaves the room, Pan opens the window and summons the Shadow, who breaks free from the Jolly Roger shells and starts flying. At the next day, at Granny's the next day, Gold gives David the antidote to the dream shade potion. Gold, however, asks David that there will be no price for this cure, but will ask for a future favor because they are family now. After David drinks the potion, he kisses Mary Margaret and tells her that he's ready to restart a family, even though Mary Margaret tells David, well, not right now. Like, no, Snow, he's not going to take you in the middle of Granny's and have a baby. Mary Margaret also explains to David that she's sad because she sees Neil eating alone, so Emma didn't take her advice. Emma is outside and is concerned about what has happened to Henry, but David gives his daughter a pep talk that good things are happening too. And as he leads her back to the cafe, Emma wonders if he really isn't just trying to keep her away from Hook, but David tells Emma, "I'm a married man," like really charming. While Emma and David share their father-daughter moment, Hook is flirting with Tinkerbell because he is drunk. He has too much rum, and right now he's upset because he's trying to let Neil have his chances with Emma, but he's upset because obviously he's drinking, and he tries to hook up with Tinkerbell. I'm like, really, Hook? Hook up with Tinkerbell? And Tinkerbell's like, really? But me, if that was me, I wouldn't mind a little hookup. You'll forget about it because you're drunk, you know. But I mean, seriously, who wouldn't want a nice little hookup with Captain Hook? Seriously, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. So Hook is starting to think about in the hallways of rooms in Granny's Inn when they hear her scream and go running out. The two, along with Emma and David, discover that the shadow is chasing down the Mother Superior, aka Blue Fairy, and killing her. He took her shadow. That's how you kill people. That must be really painful to take somebody's shadow and it kills you. Even your shadow ain't safe. Hook knows the shadow only takes orders from one person, and that person is now in Storybook, Peter Pan. It turns out that Pan, as Henry, needs Regina to protect him due to the protection spell. When Emma tells Regina something's off with Henry, Regina replies that Emma forgets that Regina had 10 years of soothing him. Regina then takes Henry to the boat, where he sees a sleeping potion and uses on her. Emma suspects Pan is using shadow from inside the box, so she convinces Gold to release the box by taking it outside the line of Storybook, in a world with no magic. As Emma crosses the line, as she is the only one not affected by the curse, Gold opens the box and Peter Pan, who is actually Henry, suddenly appears and looks confused, calling Emma Mom. As Mary Margaret, David, Belle, and Rumple witness this, Emma holds him off with a gun, but Gold says she shoot him. Let go, shoot him. He's lying. Shoot him. I'm like, dang, calm down, Gold, calm down. Until Emma asks Pan to tell her something only Henry would know. Then convinces everyone when he tells her that the first encounter they first connected was in his castle, and Emma believes him. As everyone hugs the real Henry, Gold apologizes for doubting him. The individuals then join Hook, Neil, and Tinkerbell at the vault where Gold pries open the door. They find Regina on the floor and Gold revives her. As Regina embraces the real Henry after they hug, Gold discovers that Pan has stolen the scroll that contained the curse that brought everyone to Storybrooke, except this time there's nothing that even Regina and Emma can do. And as Henry and Felix look over the entire town, Pan reveals that once they enact the curse, the residents will once again lose their memories, and that Pan will turn Storybrooke into the new Neverland. In the opening sequence, Medusa appears in the forest. So, that's all that happened in New Neverland. Now, I have seen some comments on the Facebook page of Once Upon a Time about some people are not really happy about. A lot of people don't like the storyline and this season storyline involving Neverland and Peter Pan as the villain. But I mean, each season we had a main villain. I mean, season one, our primary villain who was thinking about was pretty much Regina, because obviously we was in Storybook and the curse was already enacted. So we were watching, this whole thing between Regina and Emma coming in, who was the savior in order to break the curse. And then season two sort of revolves more around Rumpelstiltskin because he then brought magic back in. And since he brought magic back in, not only that, but we also had the whole, we had Rumpel sort of like the evil villain at this time frame. and him trying to do his thing. And then within the season, we have our villain, who is Peter Pan, who we all think is like this really cute, fun-loving kid who never wanted to grow up. He's actually this manipulative little prick. So I think it's all good. And then also within the season, we had a little bit more of, and it's not necessarily fairy tales, but we had a little bit of Greek mythology thrown in here. We then had talk about Pegasus, the golden fleece, Pegasus. We had Medusa in this episode, and we also had Pandora's box. All of those are part of Greek mythology. I mean, but last season we had a little bit of Arthurian mythology. So, as I think, as long as they don't have, I think they don't overdo it with the mythology aspect in terms of like inviting Hades or Hercules, and even though I have seen some people wanting Hercules and these guys in there, but I'm like, that would kind of make Regina and Gold pretty much obsolete, because Gold is the Dark One. He got his magic by killing the previous Dark One, thus he got magic. And Regina didn't learn magic until she was taught by Rumpelstiltskin. And you throw a god in there, obviously you can't kill a god. So that thus will render Rumpelstiltskin and Regina really pretty much powerless, even though they have magic. And so, if they enact this curse, it said everyone would pretty much lose their memory. So the question is, okay, when the curse was first enacted, it brought them from the Enchanted Forest to Storybrooke. It created the town of Storybrooke, and they all there. And the only way to break that curse before was Emma. She pretty much had to say "love you" to Henry. True love is not only between a man and woman, but also be between mother and son. That broke the curse the first time. So they enact this curse again. Who is going to save them from this curse? Because the savior from the last one was Emma. If Emma's included in this curse, that's gonna be really bad. So we just have to see what happens. So we have the mid-season finale is gonna be this Sunday coming up. It's titled "Going Home." It's gonna be on December 15th, and then after that, we won't see Once Upon a Time again until March 9th with episode 12 titled "New York City Serenade." So comment, rate, subscribe, and guys, let me know, guys, let me know what you guys think about Peter Pan being this season's villain, along with the whole Neverland arc. I guess you could say call it an arc, and the fact that Peter Pan is now going to reenact or going to put on the curse which Regina used before, and how you guys think about it, and also including little bits of Greek mythology within this season. So, just guys, let me know your thoughts, comments, opinions. Leave them in the comment box, or on my Google Plus, or my Facebook, or my Twitter, or whatever you have. And I will see you guys this upcoming Sunday. Bye.